All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So today I wanted to talk about something that we have. The event lasts for another 2 weeks, I believe, and I made a video about this last year when we had it, but I wanted to go over it again just for all the new people who have never seen it and how to go about doing it. So as you guys know, this is a event that we've had from Ellie. And basically we get these Origin of Dark Hungers, and the thing you see on the screen is something we'll be talking about in a second, but in a nutshell, it's build your fail stacks higher without actually enhancing. And so first thing you do is you would be going to Ellie, right? And basically what you do is take a quest from her and kill 2,000 enemies. So basically go grind an hour or something. Then you collect them and you get these. So you're wondering, what do I do with them? And you see on the screen, it'll show you like what it'll give with different fail stacks. So if you start at like 100 or like if your fail stack is between 100 to 105, every one origin that you use is plus 11. I assume this is how it works because it was the same thing, and so they didn't have a chart this time around, I don't think, but this is what I go off of as of last year. So you probably are wondering, okay, so what is this thing? So this Essence of Limits plus the Essence of Devouring equals one of these. So it gives you one of these items, and you're probably like, okay, so how do I get the other one? So you buy the Essence from basically any I don't know if it's any flex or like arms dealer, but just go to the one in Velia. It's right there. You probably have a character there. So 300 mil times 10, basically to get 10 additional ones is like 3 billion silver. And then you just basically heat it up. So, and then you get another one. So I'm going to show you how to go about doing it and the best way to do it. So in my opinion, your goal is to get a 230 stack. So like, for example, this 230 stack plus your Valks plus your permanent enhanced chance will be the maximum. So yeah, anyway, 230 is the highest you can get it. And if you use the chart and what it should go up to, in my opinion, you obviously want to use it on the higher stacks because like getting a 230 stack is not exactly the easiest thing, whereas making a 150 stack or something is a lot easier. As we all have probably experienced ourselves, I'm going to show it to you. The lowest I have is, well, not lowest, but the closest one that I would be pushing is a 195, and I'll show you how it works. But I also have a 244, and it's not really worth pushing the 244 to 245, or I guess 229 to 230, I guess, according to the chart. And so you want to have as much value as you can without like feeling like you wasted 300 mil for a one stack kind of thing. So we're going to use a 210. I actually have a lot of like 185s, but that's okay. We have a 195 that we'll use it on. To me personally, I have a lot more 200 stacks than I wish I did, but it's good to always have extra stacks. So it's definitely worth investing the 3 billion in to extra stacks for these. And so we'll take these out. And so what you do after that is you go to, I believe it's extract. So where you would enhance and then go to extract, click the button. And as you guys can see, it's 195, so it would be plus 4 for me. Then you just hit the thing. It's 100% chance. Keep doing it. Bam. You keep adding more. Another 218, 222, 226, and it's really good because you want to make sure to get it to the point where you see how mine was like a 211, but after I push it, it'd be a little bit different. So yeah, try to get it as high as you can without getting it to like the 228, 229. That's when I would think it's not as worth it, but like it feels worse, but obviously the higher the stack is better. So that's how you do it in a nutshell. You get those from doing the quest, and you can make yourself like a 245 stack or multiple 200s. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit after showing you how to go about doing it. And we're going to talk about a little bit of the value of bringing your stack. So obviously it's better to use it on the highest stack you can to push it up to a 245 if you can. But if you are like a newer player, or like I guess a returning player, and you don't have a 200 or close to it as available, the event lasts for 2 more weeks. I would try to build a stack as high as you can and use it like at least a few days before the event ends, so you get the most value out of it. So a little bit of an extra tip that I could give you guys as a person who's made a lot of my gear and also a lot of 200 plus stacks. Let's say you start with, I don't know, what do you have? Let's say you have a 100 stack or the 120 stack that they gave you from the event. What would I do with it? Personally, I would do try to tet black star attempts up until 200, and if it goes between those stacks, like if you hit it between 100 to 200, chances are there's a little bit of profit from that, so that's good. Just buy another try and then make another one. But if you make a 200 stack after that, then I would use the Valks in there. So let me talk about the stacks for a little bit. So if you look at the chart, obviously you want to use it, I would, the higher the better. But I wanted to give you some advice and things I would personally do. So if you have a 100 stack and like straight up a 100, first of all, Valk it to whatever you can, 113 plus whatever your bonus is. And what you could do with those stacks with like a 110 is click TED accessories. And by TED accessories, I mean like the more expensive ones, like, I don't know, an Ogre, Disto, so on. Once you get to the 120, stack all the way up to maybe, I guess if you're newer and you only have one stack and you're scared to click it, 120 to like 190, or I guess the 185 bracket, I would do black star clicks from try to tet. And if you're trying to push higher than like a 200, obviously you go the highest or most expensive thing you can, like pen accessories, pen black star, and just more of the high value items once you're trying to push past 200. But yeah, just those are some things I would say you can use your stacks to click on. On the lower end, you click TED accessories, and between like 106 to 185, probably TED black star attempts. And then after the 185 bracket, I would personally try to push for 200 with black star, and then after 200 you could start clicking for pen black star or pen accessories. So those are just what I would do. Get the most value out of your stacks. I know what I'm going to use these for, or if you're going to use your thing for like Libresca and Fallen God stuff, like if you don't know, it is these things like Wailing, Fallen God, Libresca. So when I start, it would be like if you're trying to do base to pry, you start at like, I don't know, 70, 80 stack, and then go like 30 to 40 up for every tier. So like pry to duo, you would start at like a 110, 120, and then duo to try Fallen God and Libresca, you could do like 150 and up, 150 to 200 for try, and then like 200 to the highest thing you can for a Tets. Because if you look at it, if you're looking at the Fallen God armor, like these are actually worth more than pen black stars, and I guess on the same level as some pen accessories. So if you're using this to make yourself, it is actually worth using a higher stack on Tet in my opinion. So yeah, these are very expensive. You can make them yourself, and if you are in the market for a Tet Libresca and Tet Fallen God, in my honest opinion, you could make it cheaper on average than buying it off the market for 200 billion. So this is a perfect time. That's what I would use those stacks on. And if you have any other questions about enhancing, feel free to leave it in the comments. Happy to try to do my best to answer them for you, or someone else can get you. Join the Discord and all that good stuff. But with that said, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.